Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Union Education Minister says school education is foundation on which India will become knowledge-based economy. State BJP President and Minister Temjen Imna Along says Prime Minister Narendra Modi led government is committed to serve the people of the country. Nagaland Assembly Secretariat Staff Association expresses dissatisfaction over the appointment of retired officer Dr. B.J. Anthony. In Yoga Utsav, 19-day countdown of the 8th International Yoga Day on June 21 held at Kohima. Now the news in detail. Union Education Minister Narendra Modi has said that school education is the foundation on which India will become a knowledge-based economy. Addressing the National Education Ministers' Conference on the second day today at Gandhinagar in Gujarat, he said that we cannot deprive our new generation from 21st century's knowledge and skills. Pradhan said PM's 3 schools will be established to prepare students for the future. These state-of-the-art schools will be the laboratory of National Education Policy 2020. He said that the government encourages education ministers of all states and union territories and also sought active participation from all stakeholders for developing national curriculum framework. Pradhan said that the next 25 years are crucial to establish India as a knowledge economy that is committed to global welfare. He said that our education system has witnessed many reforms, from education being an exclusive responsibility of states to education becoming a part of the concurrent list. The Union Minister said that Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, launched by Atal Bihari Vajpayee government in 2001, Samagra Shiksha and other reforms have positively impacted education. The 2-day conference in which union ministers and education ministers of states and union territories are taking part will conclude today. Nagaland education team led by Advisor for School Education and SCRT, K.T. Sukalu, attended the 2-day School Education Ministers' Conference in Gandhinagar, Gujarat on 1st and 2nd June. The conference was convened by the Ministry of Education to review and discuss the rollout and progress of the new education policy NEP 2020. It also discussed its implementation status, state curriculum framework preparation by states, sharing of strategies for learning recovery of the school reopening, foundational literacy and numeracy and Vidya Pravesh, skills in school, student registry and national digital education architecture. This session also included intensive discussion on various critical aspects on the implementation of NEP 2020 by the states and union territories. State BJP President and Minister Temjen Imna Along said Prime Minister Narendra Modi led government is committed to serve the people of the country, including Nagaland, in bringing good governance, uplifting the poor, the farmers and all sections of the people. Addressing media persons at his official residence in Kohima today, Along said the Modi 2.0 government completed its 8 years of Seva Sushashan Garib Kalyan and that they are proud of the Modi-led government for the initiatives taken for the welfare of the people. He said the impulse of the Modi government is felt in the state of Nagaland, reaching to even far-flung areas of the state. He said together with the rest of the nation, the state BJP party is commencing various events from 1st to 15th of this month in commemoration of the 8 years of Modi government. He added that Nagaland government is resolute in implementing the initiatives of Seva Sushashan Garib Kalyan programs of Modi-led government. Along said, this 8 years of commemoration of PM Modi-led government can be holistically proclaimed that India as a nation has improved. India as a nation has a world reputation today. India's leadership has a leadership that is respected, honored and looked upon by the leaders of the world. State BJP President said PM Modi on various fronts has marked as a visionary, most popular and loved leader. Nagaland Assembly Secretariat Staff Association (NASSA) has expressed dissatisfaction over the appointment of a retired officer, Dr. B.J. Anthony, as Principal Secretary to the Nagaland Legislative Assembly Secretariat. A press release from NASSA stated that to show its resentment, the association will begin its first phase of agitation in the form of pen-down strike from tomorrow. It may be noted that last month the state government had appointed Dr. B.J. Antony to the newly created post. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Yoga Utsav, the 19-day countdown of the 8th International Yoga Day on June 21, was held this morning at the Secretariat of Health and Family Welfare, Kohima. The program was organized by National Ayush Mission, Nagaland, in collaboration with Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga under the Ministry of Ayush. Speaking on the occasion, Health Minister S. Pangyapom said Nagaland, along with the rest of the 193 countries, will be celebrating International Yoga Day. He said the state will celebrate Yoga Day in a grand manner this year. Pangyo said the theme for this year's celebration, Yoga for Humanity, is a much need today, especially for a state like Nagaland. Health Minister Bangyu reminded the people that yoga is not a region, but it is for all religion and race. Bangyu urged the people to practice yoga to have a healthy body and mind. Marking the event, common yoga protocol was demonstrated to the officials and staff of the health department. Nagaland Voluntary Consumers Organization (NVCO) has urged the state government to take steps to ensure that equal opportunity is given to all eligible candidates for employment through conduct of open competition examinations. NVCO said the state government need to direct its departments to requisition vacant posts and the posts occupied through backdoor appointments, contract, casual, ad hoc, deputation, and irregular, erroneous to the Nagaland Public Service Commission. NVCO stated that Article 16 of the Indian Constitution provides a provision for reservation, and in this regard, we have reservation for backward tribes in Nagaland. It said the practice of backdoor appointment takes away the shares of reservation. India has increased the number of its LPG connections from 14.5 crores to 30.39 crores since 2014. Under PM Ujjwala Yojana, 9 crore connections have been provided and additional 60 lakh connections have been approved. This was stated by Petroleum Minister Hardeep Singh Puri while briefing media in New Delhi today about the 8 years achievement of the Narendra Modi government. He said that the government is aiming to reach each household through gas pipeline connection in the upcoming years. On ethanol blending, the minister informed that up to 2014, the country had 1.5% ethanol blending, while after 2014, it has now gone up to 9.98%. Replying to a media query, Puri said there is no shortage of energy in the country. Nagaland Board of School Education has informed that the Governor's Felicitation Program for toppers, rank holders, achievers in subjects, and winners of Governor's Awards in various categories of HSLC and HSSLC examinations 2022 will be held on 8 June at Raj Bhavan, Kohima. NBSC has informed that the awardees and heads of institutions on the topper and rank holders will only be invited to attend the function. It said due to space constraints, the parents are not invited this time. NBSC has directed all heads of institutions to mail the confirmed list from their school to nagaboard@gmail.com on or before 4th June for onward submission to the Governor's Secretariat. It has further advised the students to attend the program in the school uniforms. And now to end the news, here are the main points again. Union Education Minister says school education is foundation on which India will become knowledge-based economy. State BJP President and Minister Temjen Imna Along says Prime Minister Narendra Modi led government is committed to serve the people of the country. Nagaland Assembly Secretariat Staff Association expresses dissatisfaction over the appointment of a retired officer, Dr. B.J. Antony. And Yoga Utsav, 19-day countdown of the 8th International Yoga Day on June 21, held at Kohima. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.